We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight and hold support here and test key resistance levels. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 8:15 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. From that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support here in the after hours, and we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run day was spectacular and beyond expectations, and if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run day was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 9:05 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area to multiple rip areas. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, back under a bull indicator here at 543.33. And we talked about how crucial this support was, guys. Something to not ignore. There was a triple bottom here, hit dip areas 3 times, and this bear indicator has now been canceled up here at the 548 level by a bull indicator there at the support of 543. Now, it struggled and slowed down at the crucial resistance of 545, but we talked about how important it was for it to be used as support to do the next leg up. And then we were watching 547 to the 550 area. And here we are in the aftermarket hours at 548.30. We're going to break it all down in today's video, but it isn't the only stock pushing up. You have the QQQ here under a bull indicator at 479. You have Tesla here at 205 with the bull indicator, and you have Apple since yesterday at 211, continuing that staircase effect. And I talked about how important it was to watch if it retested key resistance levels and continued that strength with those inflows following, right? So when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour on the SPY, it's under a bull indicator as well for the first time again at 543.70. Canceling out that bear indicator from up here at 547.50, and it's fighting to stay above that level and coming up to retest a key resistance, which is the 550 level where it rejected and also where things slowed down back in June 20th, right? Near that 550 level. Here it is, near 549, rejected it twice, but trying to continue to push up towards it again in the after hours. So this bull indicator will be crucial. We've hit rip areas on multiple time frames, and in the volatility of the 15-minute, it's continued bright green all day, setting the trend of strength, and a bull indicator right there at the open at 543.40. So bull indicators have popped up on all three time frames near the 543 area. No bear indicators just yet, and a continuation of staircase effects here in these charts. So I will be watching this the rest of these after hours and going into tomorrow. And I'm going to pull up the flow distribution indicator, not the inflow versus outflows in today's video. Flow distribution, a new indicator that we'll be releasing soon. And we're going to break it all down, and you're going to see how the strength played out in these charts. So here we are at the SPY, the SP 500 index, with our flow distribution indicator. And those of you seeing this for the first time and first time across the channel, you're going to want to check out the link down below and get the slots that are open right now, because we will be releasing this later this month. Those that already are joined and connected will get connected as soon as we release it. But those of you coming across it for the first time, you're going to want to join. Check out the link down below in the description. And here we are with it, and I'm going to break it down. So the flows dominated, right, all day today. You could just see it. There was only a few outflows that tried to pick up, and it slowed down the chart about 2 to 3 times in the day, but it was never enough to eat up the strength of these flows. So on the 30-minute chart, you could see right at the open, it was going in with plus 4,000 going into the open, and right there on the first 30-minute bar, at 9:30, right at the open, plus 170,000. The only way the chart would get destroyed to the downside is if negative flows popped up equivalent to it or more than it. And it didn't. In the next bar, it tried to go negative, and that's why things slowed down. You could see how it came up and retested the same area, and it was bouncing around between that 543 level and up at 545.60, and the next bar following it turned into 100,000, right, of positive flows. So once these two took over, it was going to take 270,000 plus 33,000. It would take 300,000 negative to take this back towards the opening or even lower, right? And when it did go negative, it did slow down the chart. You could see that tight consolidation here between that 546 and 545 area, but it wasn't enough to collapse the chart. It's what I talk about when those inflows versus outflows have not crossed. It is very crucial to be aware that the charts don't collapse because outflows can't dominate over the last existing inflows. But now we can see it in the chart and add it up. That's typically what I do. I add it up, and any outflows that reappear, they need to be more than the last 2 or last 3 to have any significant impact. If not, I watch it, and from there I look for a support and a retest of resistance and inflows to begin. And that's exactly what happened here, guys. It went plus 78, plus 200,000, and it just continued to compound and eat this up. None of those outflows had any trend or impact on the chart today. So that's the 30-minute. If we zoom out and look at it from the 1 hour, there was barely any outflows. All day inflows dominated, and that big push at the end, plus 800,000. Something to not ignore, how much of an impact that can have into the opening tomorrow if we're going to break out and break into the 549 and 550 area. So inflows dominated on all time frames all day, and in the volatility of the 15-minute, we could see a little bit more of the chop, but still inflows from the get-go, plus 230,000 taking over. There was a negative 69 and another negative, but still it was not more than the opening strength, and it did not stop it. It continued strong there even though these negatives popped up, because it was not more than the opening strength, and these inflows started to go ahead and cancel it. Once those positives started to appear, those negatives were nearly irrelevant. So it gives us that clarity and edge to see what's going on in these charts. And another great thing about flow distribution is it brings clarity to the pre-market and post-market hours for those that trade penny stocks or like to trade at those times. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside with the bull and bear indicators and the flow and flow distribution. and you can gain access to it as well to gain that edge and clarity that you deserve. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.